welcome to my first video of the new year, which comes to you from Tokyo, Japan. I got in here last night. It's first thing the next morning, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But first of all, let me apologize for not getting any videos out to you any sooner, but I've been a little on the busy side. All good stuff, and I'll have some videos to show you about that in the coming weeks. But right now, I'm going to talk to you about what I did in Tokyo last night. The first thing I did was go to a sushi restaurant called Negrite, and one of our other pilots told me about it. And if you've ever seen a documentary called Hero Dreams of Sushi, it's a restaurant that is similar to that. Not quite as expensive, but basically you don't have any soy sauce, you don't have any wasabi. They place everything on the sushi for you, put it on the plate. It was actually very good. However, when I left, I was still a little on the hungry side. And one of the things that I had heard about, and I'll give some kudos to Mikey Chen of Strictly Dumpling, he found this place, and I figured, well, let me go out and see if I can find it. And it's called Shin Udon, and it's in the Shinjuku district, and it's right near my hotel. Well, fairly close anyway. So I had to kind of venture around, and I found it in this back alleyway. And once I found it, I found there was going to be a nice long wait. And just like Mikey Chen has said in his video, the line started at 5:30. And I got there around 7:30. So from the time that I actually got there to the time I actually finished and left, it was about an hour later. But anyway, let me show you what it looked on the outside as I was waiting. Pretty much it. It's a very small place. It sits about, I think, 10 to 11 people, not very many at all. But as you're waiting from the outside, you can actually look into the window and see the chef preparing the noodles and all the meals that are going to be served. And while you're doing that, someone comes out to take your order. So this way, by the time you're seated, you're actually going to have a meal waiting for you. This is what it looked like. It was all ready to go. So once I got inside, I was greeted with the udon noodles, some tempura shrimp, some tempura vegetables, and of course the sauce to dip the noodles in. It was fantastic. All right, and now as I mentioned, it is the next morning. I've already gone out and gotten myself a Starbucks to start the day, and also I've got myself one of the famous Japanese egg sandwiches for breakfast. But before I go, which is in about 5 hours from now, I'm probably going to stop and grab some ramen noodles. And then it's on my way to Minneapolis to finish up this trip. Anyway, thank you for your patience waiting for the video to finally come out here in 2019. Hope you enjoyed this one. And like I mentioned, I've got lots on the way. So please click like if you liked it. Please subscribe. And of course, I'll see you next time.